This is Larry Jordan, the host of the Digital Production Buzz. The following interview is an excerpt from a recent program. To hear the entire program, visit digitalproductionbuzz.com. Jessica Sitomer is a job coach who helps people find work. She's also the president of the Greenlight Coach, but best of all, she's a regular on the Buzz because Jessica is really good at providing really helpful career advice. Hello, Jessica. Welcome back.
Hello there. Good to be back.
It is. It's been a long time, isn't
well,
it?
She's been gone longer than you have, Mike, and you've been gone like
right.
forever.
That's true.
Unbelievable.
Good to have you back, Jessica.
Which part of the world are you in today?
Thank you. Today I was in Miami. Last week or 2 weeks ago I was in Austin, Texas, so I've been having fun.
Isn't there a hurricane coming down on Miami soon?
Not on Miami, but on the mid-Atlantic.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, stay safe.
Thank you.
Jessica, you spend much of your life counseling creative folks on how to get work, keep work, and how to be better at work. But before work starts, we need to get an interview. So what are you coaching people on currently?
Well, a big focus lately has been on cover letters because I placed an online ad looking for crew, and I left the ad up for 36 hours, received 140 responses, and they were terrible.
Really?
People were making the same mistakes over and over again. I'm lucky I didn't get any from people I've coached because not one was great, and very few were even good, and most were just 2 or 3 lines. It makes me wonder if people want jobs or if they just want to feel like they're busy looking for work. And I think that's how other people feel, too, who get those types of cover letters.
Now, the cover letter in this particular case, is that just an email? Hey, I'm available. Call me.
No, this is for people who are applying for a job online. They're seeing jobs online, or, it could be a cover letter they're putting with their resume that they're sending to someone they've been referred to because production is coming to Atlanta and they want to get in touch with somebody. They don't understand that a cover letter is a reflection of you and who you're going to be on set or, in post or in pre-production.
Well, let me pin you down on this. What makes a good cover letter then?
Well, something I like to point out first, since it's really what people get aware of, is what they're doing wrong in the cover letter. So I have 5 things that people are the biggest mistakes I've seen. And one of them is never, never, never put anything about being eager to learn in a cover letter. Like, I'm always motivated to learn more. I'm still looking for a great script as a feature debut. People don't want you learning on their dime. So it's not a plus, and I've seen a lot of that.
Jessica, I need to emphasize that. We were interviewing for somebody to join our team here, and one of the people we talked to just said how excited she was to work with us because she could learn so much, and this would be so beneficial to her. And I realized about halfway through that conversation that I wasn't interested in teaching her. And she managed to totally talk herself out of the interview because she thought she was being kind and flattering to say, I could learn so much from you, and I need to get work done. So I agree totally with that point of view.
Never thought of that.
Okay, that's number one. What's another one?
I can't even believe I have to spend time on this, but believe it or not, no profanities in your cover letter. I mean, there's one guy, and he's like, I'm so-and-so from New York. I'm a filmmaker who lives, breathes, eats, and beeps cinema. And you could imagine what the beep was. Now, it's just so unprofessional. And he wasn't the only one who used profanities. And people say, oh, well, you say to be yourself, to be your personality, this is who I would be. Well, if you're first meeting people, then you might want to wonder who you're being then, because like attracts like, and most people out there who are spending millions of dollars on production are professionals. And they might curse once in a while, or maybe a lot, but that's why they're the head, and you're not yet. So not in a cover letter.
Okay, so stop swearing. What's number 3?
Okay, number 3 is, oh my gosh, please. I'm desperately pleading with you. Don't put desperate pleas in your cover letters. Things like, all capital letters. Please just call to set up a meeting, or please just send or fax or your mailing address so I can send you some additional information, or please just give me a chance, or please just give me a break. Oh, my gosh, please stop being so desperate. You know, it's...
But wait a minute. Now, I disagree with that. I mean, shouldn't you be polite in your letter, and shouldn't you be respectful? And isn't it appropriate to say please and thank you?
There's a difference between saying please and thank you and putting please in all capital letters, please, and literally this sentence is all in capital letters. Please just call to set up a meeting, and please just send a fax number and or mail address so I can send you some additional information, and please just give me a chance, and please just give me a break. That was one sentence, all in caps, in addition to a very long cover letter.
That strikes me as excessive.
Yes,
it's desperate.
I'm not saying no please, P-L-E-A-S-E. I'm saying no please, P-L-E-A-S. No desperate please.
Oh, all right. So you dropped the last E. Stop pleading, in other words. Well, if we could hear how you spelled it, Jessica, it would make our life a lot easier.
P-L-E-E-S-E.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
P-L-E-A-S. No desperate please for work and attention.
All right, so let's see if I've got this. Let's see if I've got this correct. We're at point number. Well, let's see. No pleading, no profanity, and I can't even remember the first point. Jessica, quick. What was the summary?
It's the one that you agreed with. It's never say that you're eager to learn. Oh
yeah, absolutely. So now we're up to 4, and I've already forgotten the first one.
I can see that. I bet you had that in about 70% of the cover letters on the "I'm eager to learn," because that's flattering.
Well,
that's so similar.
I mean, not that many.
Really?
But enough to bother me.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people were very experienced. But those experienced ones made the fourth mistake, and that's having a cover letter filled with spelling errors and grammar mistakes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love especially the one from the first AD that I got. It was all about the importance of details. And it was 9 lines containing 5 spelling errors. That's not the way to get an interview for, about the importance of details. And that's what you have to understand. Everything is read into either on a conscious level or unconscious. You're telling me you have an eye for detail, and there's 5 spelling errors in 9 lines. That does not say you have an eye for detail, and you've just lost the job.
Yeah, I agree with that. When I teach my college kids, I remind them to please check their spelling before they turn in their assignments. And these are not slow kids, and it's amazing how many spelling errors I have to deal with. And if they're not going to have the courtesy to check their work, why do I have to have the courtesy to even talk to them?
Right.
Can you forgive a bad cover letter if their resume is outstanding? Maybe. But, I mean, how outstanding does it have to be? Like, you know what I mean? Because most of the people who are applying online are not so outstanding, or they wouldn't really even need to be sending a cover letter and a letter out for work. You know what I mean? Like, when I think outstanding, I'm thinking the top 5-10% of the industry. Everybody else is on equal playing field. There are a ton of talented people out there with long resumes. And I'd be wondering why they're not working. And if I get a really blah cover letter, I'm like, well, there must be something missing in this person's personality, or maybe they just don't care anymore. You know, it would make me question the validity of this great resume if their cover letter is just terrible. And why go?
Well, just a second, Michael.
Like, I don't have to give a big cover letter because I'm so great. Like,
if I've got 50 people applying for a job, I want to use the cover letter and the resume to say no, so I can get my initial cut down to 5 or 6 people to interview.
Well, so why go through this process at all? Why not just go through word of mouth? Somebody you respect, say, hey, do you know that person who could do this job?
The answer is most of the time we do. But when we can't find somebody through word of mouth, then we have to go to cover letters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're at 4 points, Jessica, and before we run completely out of time, what's the 5th?
Don't put your negative baggage in a cover letter. I had a guy say, I'm not opposed to volunteering my time or my gear for the right project, but have found that if a production can't afford to pay for its crew, equipment, location, et cetera, it usually can't afford to fund a project. So I definitely lean toward paid projects. And the one that I put in was not paid because I intentionally wanted to weed out the people who, wanted paid work. But the way this guy was, I was like, excuse me? Because I've done some very, very quality work for, no paid projects. And there's so much more to it, like letting your bitterness and frustration toward other people and circumstances, complaining about past projects were in some of these cover letters. There's a lot of things that people fill out in cover letters that are just showing your baggage, showing that bitterness and resentfulness, and you got to get that out of there. That doesn't belong in a cover letter.
Jessica, we've got a live chat, actually 2 of them going, and one of the questions on our live chat refers back to the conversation we just had a minute ago. They're wondering is, are you saying that if you have to look for a job, you're not good enough to have a job?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, no. No. What I'm saying is when you're asking me if a resume would be so good that I'd overlook a cover letter, I'm kind of saying the opposite. Like, who in the world would I think was too good to have a cover letter? And no one. I mean, there's that top 5 to 10% that don't need to look for work. People are going for them, but everybody else is on equal playing ground. Everybody else is looking for work. Everyone's got resumes and cover letters. It doesn't matter if you've had 10 shows, 10 days of work, or 10 years of work. You're all on equal playing ground.
So let's take and flip this. You've already told us the 5 things that we don't want to do. What should we do to make a cover letter stand out?
I have a wonderful program that goes into that, but I would say the main thing is to make sure the number one thing you want to do is read the ad very clearly and address what's in that. If they are asking you for specific things and in specific ways, like attach your resume as a PDF, then attach your resume as a PDF. I asked for a cover letter along with the resume, and a bunch of people didn't attach a cover letter. They were instantly out. If you can't follow the directions that are given to you in the ad, then you're out. Like you said before, it makes it easier to weed people out. And my goal with How to Write a Great Cover Letter, that program, is to help it make it really hard on all the producers and people out there who are hiring. I want them to have to say, oh, I want to meet this person. Oh, I want to meet this person.
Yeah, that drives me nuts.
Everyone has to get in the door.
People who don't follow instructions. It drives me nuts.
Well, there's another thing that drives people nuts is Jessica's newest book. Jessica, tell me about the name of your book and why you decided to write it. And Michael, see if you can think of somebody this applies to.
From Burnout to Bliss. And it's 12 productivity keys to transform stress to success.
Well, now,
I wrote it because I lived through it, and I took 4 years to get out of it, and I want to help people get out of it in 12 weeks.
Well, then I got to get that book because I'm going through burnout. I am. Seriously.
All right.
Larry and I have had this discussion before. Lots of times over the last 5 years, once a week.
Yeah, most people think of this as a show, but it's actually a therapy session, as Mike and I talked beforehand.
I just show up to talk to Larry.
I'm more often then.
Jessica, for people that want more information, you've got a ton of resources on your website. What's your website, and what can people look to see when they come visit?
You can go to jessicasitomer.com. And if you click on the Greenlight Coach, you'll find everything you want on entertainment. And if you click on Burnout to Bliss, you'll figure out how to go from stress to success.
And what's your upcoming seminar? What's the next name of the one you're doing?
The next live one that I'm doing?
Just in seconds, do you have a seminar title that we should look forward to seeing more about?
I'll be doing a webinar on From Burnout to Bliss.
Great.
Sounds perfect. Jessica Sitomer is the president of the Greenlight Coach. Spends way too much time working too hard. Jessica, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. To stay connected and receive updates from The Buzz, sign up for our free weekly newsletter now. Or you can learn more about us on our website. And thanks for watching The Digital Production Buzz.